Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Thursday podcast. It's a very welcome to you, Luce.
Yay.
A very welcome to you, Casey.
Yo, yo.
Should we call it corporate Casey today?
She's looking so corporate. She's got, the other day she came in her husband's hoodie and she looked very comfy, but today she's in a full suit. I don't know what's happening. Is it because the office is in today?
Every Thursday, I just like to remind everyone who I am, and then I'm back to normal every other day.
It's not who you are.
Yep, this is me. Don't mess around.
This is part of who she is. It's
Yeah.
part of her personality. The other part is her husband's hoodie.
Correct.
There you go. Okay, well, you're looking great. And her and I are both colour matching as well. We're both in blacks and browns.
I was also going to say, as always, you're looking stunning, darling.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have to say that you're my husband.
Hey, can
Yeah.
I just quickly say this morning,
Yeah.
I just quickly went into the kitchen and then I looked at you and then you had, I don't know, like you did your hair or something and your hair is so bouncy and blow wavy and gorgeous and you did that in like 30 seconds. I don't know what you did and then your makeup
My
just
hair has
happened in
always
30
been like
seconds.
this, no.
But it was so good. I left and came back and you were like full done.
Oh,
You look gorgeous.
thank you very much. No,
Yeah.
I did. I put rollers in my hair this morning at home.
They're so nice.
At 5 o'clock, that's just what you want to do, put rollers in.
Yeah, totally. Totally want to put rollers in the hair.
I felt pressured. I'll tell you why. I felt pressure to have good hair and makeup today because all the staff is in and there's an all-staff meeting. And we're saying goodbye to a team member who is very dear to us. In fact, I've been asked to say some words and so I know all eyes will be on me and I'm going to be emotional. So I thought I might as well have nice hair. Whilst everyone's staring at me as I cry and make a speech about this person I love very dearly who is leaving.
Sounds sensible enough. Another thing to get emotional about, we've just been informed by upper level management that next week there will be no toilets here at the station. How are we feeling? I'm not even making this up. Our toilets will not work all next week here in the building.
Neither will the aircon.
Yeah.
So there's no aircon.
I don't know if
and no
aircon's
toilets.
the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Knowing our routines, you won't have access to a toilet in this building.
I'll just say this. Maybe we reconsider having coffee in the morning.
Yeah. You need to go straight away.
You're not going to have a healthy bowl of prune and bran flakes
No, I think
every
we
morning?
don't do the coffee, and I think we also don't. I've got a big bottle, like I've got a big Stanley bottle here. I'm drinking. Listen,
Oh.
can't be doing that next week.
We
Can't
gotta
be
wear runners.
hydrating.
You can't wear your heels
Can't
next
wear
week.
heels. Got to wear runners. Got to
Yeah.
wear easy access pants.
Yep. Oh.
Because if I only have a few minutes to get upstairs to another toilet in another building in another organisation.
Oh.
And try and get back down. I'm going to need like pants that aren't fiddly. I'm going to need elasticized pants.
And we all know in a lot of areas in life our brain is out to get us, and we all know that the second we know we can't go to the toilet, what does our brain tell us?
I gotta go.
gotta go.
Like actually, even now, talking about this, guess what? Gotta do a wee.
Bye.
Before you do. Right now on a Thursday, though, it's time to persist with this.
Lucy's ridiculous footy tips.
We're into what I would say, we're in the groove of footy tipping now. The first few rounds are out the way.
Yep.
We're all feeling our way through it.
Yep.
Some of us are doing better than others. Some of us are being very condescending and casually looking at their mobile going, oh, I got so many tips last week. That's Casey. Oh, guys, I didn't realise how good I'm going.
It was genuine. I didn't realise.
Casey and I are locked at the top, I believe, on about 30 tips each. I believe that's what it is at last I looked. Lucy is a little ways back. I think you're 23 at the moment.
Doesn't
Luce.
matter.
Because you are utilising your theory of ridiculous footy tipping to get through this season. People are weighing in as well. Is that correct,
Yeah.
Casey? People are corresponding with Lucy?
Yeah, the other day, Sean from Knox said for this round to do Carlton over the Pies. Go, Carlton!
Well, of course, tonight is that game. So to kickstart the round on a Thursday night, it is Carlton versus Collingwood. Who are you going for and why, Luce?
Well, because the guy said I have to go for Carlton, I'm going to go for Collingwood.
Oh, no.
That's your
Just to
ridiculous
annoy
reason.
him.
So just to be annoying, that's the reason why you're going with Collingwood.
Poor Sean.
Just to be annoying.
Okay, fine, Sean. I'll change it.
Yes.
Oh my, I
I've
wouldn't.
changed it.
Yes.
What?
I
No, well,
wouldn't.
we have to listen to the listeners. They make us thrive.
All right. Look, if you get Carlton,
I don't know.
If you get Carlton tonight, then we give Sean a prize.
Okay, and if I
Yeah.
lose, Sean, you are dead to me and I'll take no more of your tips.
Cool. Well, it's going beautifully.
Okay.
Game number 2, the Mighty Cats
Yep.
versus the Mighty Western Bulldogs.
Easy.
Cats versus dogs,
Easy.
guys.
Easy. I'm a dog person.
Yep.
Boom. Lock in the doggies.
Locking in the Western Bulldogs. In the existential crisis that is dogs versus cats.
Yeah,
You've created
the question of all the
yeah,
ages.
the answer is the dogs. Well done, Luce.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Sydney Swans versus another Sydney team, the GWS Giants, on Friday as well, Luce. What's the form going in for those two Sydney teams? How do you feel about them?
I'll tell you something about Sydney. I don't love it. I don't love Sydney. I don't love visiting it.
The area.
Yeah, it's too big. It's
Okay.
too messy. It's too busy. It's,
A lot of people rave about the harbour.
it's if you can stay the harbour and not go anywhere, nice. But if you're trying to get through to Parramatta, Liverpool,
are you
it's
suggesting
just too much.
Are you suggesting the greater western area of Sydney you're not a fan of?
No, I'm not a fan of any of it.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up in a bit of New South Wales.
You gotta choose something though.
Well, I'm going to go for the Sydney Swans.
Okay.
Why?
Because they're number one. And listen, I know that's not really a ridiculous
Yeah, that's a
tip.
sensible tip.
I know, but seriously, whoever's number one, I will just have to go for that.
Okay.
That is your energy.
Yeah.
You do like a winner.
I like a winner, baby.
Spare a thought. This is probably Casey's time to shine. It is the Gold Coast Suns versus the recently winning Essendon across last weekend. We haven't even mentioned that. Congratulations
I
to
know.
you and your husband, Casey.
Thank you. He was so happy.
Were you there at their match?
No, I was there when they lost terribly.
Okay.
And I swore to never watch a game again.
Has your husband connected the fact that his team wins when you're not around?
No.
No, he
I'll
hasn't
tell him.
connected that fact yet. Okay.
Yep, he might leave me out the house to watch the next
All right.
game.
How would you feel about that not going to another game?
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'll do my online shopping at home instead of at the MCG.
Yeah. She was bored.
She's online shopping.
Yeah.
Pays a ticket to
Yeah.
go to the
I was
G.
messaging Lucy.
She was messaging me screenshots of things she was going to buy.
Yep.
Can Essendon win back-to-back, Luce, or are you picking the Gold Coast Suns
No,
for
listen.
a ridiculous reason?
Don't be hurt by this. You are one of my dearest friends in my heart,
La la la.
but 3 of my best friends live on the Gold Coast.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so statistically, I have to go for the Suns because I have more friends there.
Yeah, I would do that too.
You have more friends on the Gold Coast than you have
Essendon
in,
region.
than you have in the
Yes.
suburb of Essendon.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Your Mighty Hawks.
Yeah, got to go for my boys because that's just how
you
it
don't
goes.
even know who they're playing.
Yeah, I do. Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide versus the Hawks. You're going with Hawthorn, and
Yeah.
your ridiculous reason is just because you barrack for the Hawks.
Because I have to, because I've got to keep barracking for them, because hopefully one day they'll send me some free merchandise.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on the fact that you're hoping they'll send you free stuff, you're choosing Hawthorn.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous enough. The Mighty Crows versus the even mightier St Kilda.
I don't know if this is a ridiculous reason, you might deem it to be, but our boss is an Adelaide's Crow fan, and so to get in good with the boss, I should tip his boys. So then when I have hallway conversations with my boss, I can be like, oh, hope your boys win tonight, mate, because I tipped them. And he can be like, yeah, Lucy. And so I feel like to ingratiate myself in upper levels of management, I need to tip the boss's team.
All right.
That is a ridiculous reason, isn't it?
Ingratiating yourself to upper level management, so tipping their teams.
Excellent.
All right. Adelaide to win. North Melbourne versus Richmond, the Tiggy Tigers.
I like Skippy. Skippy was the bush kangaroo. What's that, Skip? And I think I'm more drawn to that than I can think of any tiger character. The tiger characters in Disney are often the villains, like that
Right.
bad one in the Jungle Book.
What about Tigger?
I was just thinking that.
Well, by the by, Tigger is a more orange tiger,
So the fact that Skippy flew a helicopter once.
is the one tipping North Melbourne.
Melbourne, who lost to Essendon last weekend, up against the Brisbane Lions.
Oh, I know, that's really sad, isn't it? But
For who?
She
Melbourne?
had no idea.
I don't really know. This one could go either way, don't you think?
No.
What?
Not at all.
What are you looking at?
Okay, then I'm definitely going. Like if we're going to stay with Disney, I'm quite like Simba, so let's go for the Lions.
Hates a tiger.
Likes a
Loves
lion.
a lion.
Correct.
All right. The more ridiculous these tips become, I see Casey's facial expressions. We should just have a camera on Casey's facial expressions
Yeah.
because they are telling a tale. Finally, I believe, hang on, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Yes, this is finally the West Coast Eagles versus Fremantle.
Is this in Perth?
This is in Perth
Yeah.
because it's
What's the
West Coast
stadium?
and it's Fremantle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they're both from that area of the world.
Great. No idea.
Yeah.
Do you know somebody on the West Coast of Australia or do you know someone specifically in Fremantle, Les?
No, I do have some friends over in Perth.
What do they sound like?
I will say,
What do they sing?
g'day, I'm from Perth. My name's Morrow, or used to be the chaplain for the West Coast Eagles. had
This
a
is all
friend
true.
who was a chaplain,
is all
and that's how
true.
he spoke. But he no longer is the chaplain of the West Coast Eagles. He's back working in Christian radio.
And therefore,
And therefore, I'm not going to tip them.
Okay.
Because he's no longer their chaplain. They don't deserve my tip. If they're not going to have him as their chaplain, they don't deserve my backing. And so I'm
Right.
going to go for the Dockers. Now, can I just say one thing? I know nothing about the Dockers or Freo or the Port Adelaide guys. I don't know any of those teams. They don't mean anything to me. I only really care about Melbourne teams. Is that wrong?
No,
Okay.
you're loyal.
There you go.
all right.
Yep.
She's a staunch supporter of the VFL, has no time for the AFL, and there's
Lucy's Ridiculous Footy Tips.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Air New Zealand this morning, Luce. They have come up with the big announcement that now, again, there are some levels of travel that people are able to obtain where this would be old news.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us that are used to flying at the back part of the plane on a transatlantic flight for 16 hours, this is good news. Air New Zealand is about to launch into their bunk bed system for the economy flyer. You heard right.
Yeah.
The ability to lie down whilst flying to another country. Thank you, Air New Zealand. I feel like at least this makes me feel like you're thinking about the economy flyer.
Yeah.
Now,
Who deserve to lie down too?
we all deserve to lie down. Lucy, and she's on record, we've had big discussions about this, she's a recliner from way back.
Yeah.
So if she could recline the whole way back, she'd do it.
Oh my gosh, 100% would I do it.
And
I
now you
have
can.
been lucky enough
Oh, I didn't know this about you.
over a handful of times.
Really?
What? What
Are
do
you
think?
about to say that you've enjoyed this experience before
In the bunk beds?
on a flight?
Sorry, I'm confused. The bunk beds don't exist yet.
No.
I was just going to say I have had the pleasure of flying business a couple of times over my career when I've had to fly to gigs. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so
I
confused.
thought you were about to say, I've been on a plane where I lay down in a bed and slept the whole flight. And I felt like I've never heard that story before, but that sounds like a story you'd tell me every second day
Yeah.
if it had happened to you.
But I have, because I've flown... Yeah, well, I don't understand. What's the...
Well, tell me what it's
disconnect here?
about. Tell me about the experience.
I had a show in Dubai once and they flew me like in business, which in business on like Emirates is like a full bed. So you get pajamas and you lie down and it converts into a complete bed and you're in a little capsule.
How
And
have you ever flown again?
it was awful. It ruins your life because it's the best thing you've ever done. Also, side note, they had a cheese bar.
What?
And you'd go help yourself to cheese at the cheese bar. And all I did the whole flight to Dubai was lie down and eat cheese. And when I got up, I was so violently ill because I'd not moved and I'd eaten my body weight in cheese. I was so bloated.
Did you rightly feel like a better person than the rest of society?
Well, the funny thing was I had me and all my dancers, and when we all got on, all of us were turning left, and one dancer, for some reason, they'd booked him in economy.
All your
And
dancers got beds?
Everyone got a bed, and then he had to sit upright, and
And none of you went back?
No, they all offered to, but then no one did. And I was like, I'm the star of the show. I need to sleep.
I had no idea there
I
were
didn't know. I
beds
told you that.
Well, I knew you'd been up at the pointy end occasionally. I didn't realise there were beds involved.
Yeah.
And cheese boards.
It's not business in like domestic where you just get a little bit more legroom. Business on international flights is beds.
Okay, well, you're an expert in the field. How do you feel about beds and economy?
Oh, I'm here for it. But I did look at the photo and it's like...
Let's talk about the photo.
It's sardines.
Do you know, now let's be honest, do you think the photo that Air New Zealand is showing us at the moment is an actual photo or an artist representation?
Well, they've shown video footage, and again, anything could be AI these days, but I think it's real because the flights start in a few months, and so...
Well, would you like to explain to everybody where the beds are?
Well, that's the artist interpretation.
Okay.
Impersonation. It looks like... It's hard to explain. You know, on a flight, if it's a big plane and you've got chairs on the left, chairs on the right, and chairs in the middle,
Yep.
it's like they've knocked out the chairs in the middle, then they've built like a galley
Yeah.
that's very narrow when you think about it, and it's like
So essentially,
in there.
yeah, think of a
It's a bad
long...
description.
Think of a long corridor down the middle of the plane, so
Yes, that's
walled up
better.
either side.
Yeah.
So if you're on the outside two aisles, you've just got a giant wall
Yeah.
off to your left or right-hand side. And in that hollowed-out corridor are all the bunk beds.
Yes.
Now, it looks very cosy.
And it's sort of like 4 up and 1 either side. I'm so bad at describing
It's like-
stuff. It's 4 up, 4
I'll tell you
bunk
what it's
beds
like.
up and 2 across.
I'll tell you what it's like. Think of the very bottom bit of a bunk bed set up on the Titanic. It's very much
It's
very
tiny.
crammed in, but it's a bed nonetheless.
But however, I'd be okay if I knew the other 7 people.
You'll get very familiar
But
with
if
each
it's
other.
just me and 7 strangers and people are
But you
in
know
the
what they've
middle of the
done?
night.
You know how they're going to help out?
How?
They're giving you a curtain. So you can
But it's one curtain that goes
draw.
across the whole thing. I saw it's not individual curtains.
Okay, well, it's starting out. Like, I'm not saying it's a fully fleshed out idea yet.
Also, what happens if there's turbulence? Do they make you get up? Do you have to strap in? What do you
Surely
do? I
there's
don't
a seat belt.
understand.
Surely there's a
Do you
seat
take it
belt in
in
the bed.
turns? No, you can't because you lie on someone's gross sheet.
And if the curtain is closed and everyone's lying down, like, does the air stewardess or the air steward go in there with the trolley and wake people up?
I don't know, but it says you're not allowed to eat in there. I read that.
Well,
So do you have a
we all
seat
know
and
about
then
your
you
love
take
of eating
off?
things in bed.
Do you sit there and take off and then you go move to the lie down section? I don't know how it works.
None of us know how it works, and none of us are sure if it's working, but it definitely is lying down in economy. 0428 899 899. Is this you right now? Is this like there's nothing else you need to know about other than the fact that you get to lie down in economy? Are you buying a ticket?
Can I tell you?
Are you always lying down in bed right now forever if this becomes a normal everyday thing? Because if it starts at Air New Zealand, lying down in economy, you know everybody else is going to take it
100%.
and take it and invest into their aircraft.
It is there are 2 sessions. It's like movies. You book a 4-hour session in the bed.
So you can't spend the whole time.
No, and it's there. So it's from New Zealand to New York. So
Wait,
it's a
so-
long flight. It's a 17-hour flight. You're only allowed 4 hours,
So-
and to pay for the 4 hours, it's $495.
So some random person spends the first 4 hours in bed.
Yeah,
then
and I guess
hops
they
out,
change the sheets.
and then you roll
Oh,
into the same bed.
That's so gross.
Again, it sounds great on the
4
surface.
hours? No, it's not worth 4 hours.
Oh, lying
8
down.
hours, yes. Of a 17-hour flight, 8 hours in the bed.
Excuse
yes,
me.
4 hours, you don't even get a decent sleep.
Lying down while you're flying, any amount of time is worth it.
Nova's texted in going, I would not take this opportunity. At that point, you might as well book business class. Imagine needing the toilet and you're on the top bunk. You're going to shake everybody's bed on the way down.
Yes, getting down from the top bunk as well. It's just
Yep.
like growing up with your brothers
You're
and
not-
sisters.
you're gonna step on people. It's gonna happen.
There's gonna be a
and
foot
you're gonna
that
have to
comes
open
into
the
your
curtain
bunk.
for everybody.
Yeah, people
And
are
then
sleeping.
everyone's gonna be woken up.
People are sleeping with their socks on. There's a lot going on.
It's not doable.
Well, no, I'm just thinking we're poking a few holes in the idea, and maybe as it progresses, Air New Zealand will tidy things up a little bit as it goes. You got to get it working first, get it moving, get it going, and then try and
Remember when Ryanair, that Irish flight company, did chairs that were, first of all, looking at each other, like you were like almost like a train, and then
That's
they did
awkward.
chairs where you were standing up, but you just had
I
your
think
bottom
yes.
on it.
I think a
like,
lot of people that own planes want to have everyone stand up because you can cram more people in.
oh yeah, let's stand 14 hours to Dubai.
I'd much rather lie down in Air New Zealand than stand up anywhere else.
What about this?
Well, here's an idea.
Here's an idea.
I've had a couple of seconds to think about it.
What if every single person was in their seat but standing up but tilted back, so you're kind of lying at an angle like we're all dominoes, and everyone is like kind of lying down but standing up, do you know what I mean, at an angle, and it goes all the way back to the plane, so everyone is standing up lying down. Does that make sense? I think that could work. We could fit that in. That
I
could
understand.
work.
I understand
Do you know
what
what I
you-
mean?
I understand
It's not
what you-
stupid.
I understand what you're saying.
It's a little stupid.
I understand what you're saying. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I do understand you're saying, because you did say earlier that you were finding it hard to describe what's going on.
Yeah.
Eric heard you, and
Yeah.
Eric's got a suggestion as to what might be happening. Would you like to see Eric's text?
Oh, he said, so what you're trying to say is it's bunk beds on a submarine except in a plane.
It's kind of exactly that.
Yeah.
Eric's done it for us. Also,
Yeah.
we've got Cool on the phone. Good
Cool.
morning, Cool.
Morning, team. How are we?
Very good.
Hello.
Great to hear from you as always, Cool, from Marysville. Now, is this improved your thoughts about flying economy? Because I think everyone that books a ticket in economy to fly anywhere, we have to sort of steel ourselves against the experience, knowing what we're going to endure, especially if it's a long-haul flight. Would you lie down on a plane?
Yeah, I would. I always fly economy. I fly a bit for work and stuff. And of course, economy, as you probably know, it's the safest place to fly. I don't know if you're aware of
Is
that.
it?
Because the pointy bit always hits something first,
Right,
not the
so-
back bit. Is that what you're saying, Cool?
Yeah, well, you've never seen a plane back into a mountain, have you?
I have not seen a plane reverse into a mountain at speed. You're absolutely right, Cool.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
We're talking about school holidays. You and I are balancing work and kids, and I'm not even looking at you. I'm just staring into the void
you're
as
not
I
looking
think
at
about
me.
the school holidays.
I know.
It's been a lot.
It's nearly done.
There's a lot going on at our house. We have multiple children at multiple stages of hormones. And
Last night they
boredom.
were playing Just Dance at 9 o'clock at night, dancing around the house at the top of their lungs.
Here's the thing. So it's about 8:30 at night, which is normally sleepy time for you and I.
Yeah, I'm in bed at 8:30, by the way. I was in bed at this point.
And then both girls race into the bedroom unannounced and jump onto the bed and beg Lucy.
They did the thing where they got on their knees and did pleaty hands. And so I'm like, oh, great.
And they said, can we use the Wii and play Just Dance? We promise we won't jump up or down too much. And the context of this is the last time they played Just Dance, they jumped so much that the table holding the television collapsed and the television fell on my daughter.
And broke the TV.
That's how serious they Just Dance.
Yeah, that's how hard they dance when they Just Dance. And I said to them, are you going to break another TV? And they
Yeah.
said, we promise we won't.
I heard this conversation from afar and weighed in, and I said, hey, by the way, the Wii's in the garage and it takes about 45 minutes to set up. And Lucy said, that's fine.
I said to them, oh, sorry, girls, I don't know how to set it up, but
Yeah.
Kel does.
Sure.
And then they turned their pleading towards Kel.
So
and then I was like,
at
what you going to do?
8:45 last
and then
night.
I lay in bed laughing, cackling as Kel had to finish what he was doing, and then he disappeared for half an hour
At
to set it up.
8:45 last night, I'm in the garage rummaging through boxes trying to find the PowerPoint that connects to the Wii that we haven't used for about 3.5 years. Anyway, it all got set up and they had the time of their life.
They really did have the time of their life.
However, it is school holidays. We are dealing with a lot. I've had a dog with a broken leg in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
My daughter came to me the other day and said, hey, Dad, now that I'm here for this week of school holidays, you know that laptop you bought me at the start of the year for school? I've broken the screen. Now that's my problem. It's
been
So
great.
there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, I've
during
been
this.
sick. It's just been a week for us.
I feel objectively shattered.
I know.
But, I mean, this is what school holidays is all about.
Yeah.
You love your kids. You love having them at home.
Yeah.
But you still got to work and you still got to entertain them. You took them out of the movies during the middle
I
of
took
the week?
them out to the movies. I cooked them spaghetti the other night, and one of the kids looked at it and said, I don't want this. And I tell you, for Light Family, I nearly turned a table over. I had to walk out of the room and deep breathe because I was like,
The only thing that saved it was that another child was inhaling the pasta at such a rate of knots, I thought we'd have to wheel him to
yes,
emergency
and
to have
then
his stomach
asked
pumped.
if he could hug me after dinner because he loved the meal so much. So that kind of made up
So
for it.
there's a range of emotions that go on during school holidays for both the parents and the children.
Yeah.
But as always, normally, every time we roll out through the school holidays, there's one thing that we do, Luce.
Yeah.
And that is that we rate the school holidays.
Yeah.
And this is not about 10 out of 10. I had a range of arts and crafts for the kids, and I scheduled every day some tree time. I call it tree time, and we go out and we hug. No, none of that. Just like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm giving us...
7.
I was going to give us a 6, but we'll go with 7.
7.
7's pretty... No, 7's
okay.
pretty
Well,
high.
the dog and the leg issue has definitely put a dampener on things. So
Kids-
maybe a 6.
I've tried multiple times to get the kids to have showers. My son had his first shower in about 3 days yesterday, so I guess that's a win.
That's a win.
But, okay, well, we'll go with a 7. That's very positive.
Yeah. 6.5.
Ish.
6.5.
Let's go with a
Split the
6.5.
difference.
All right, 6.5 out of
Yeah.
10 for Lucy
But
and
look,
Kel.
I took him to the movies and I got cheap tickets, so that could bump it up to a 7.
But when the dog blew out its knee,
couldn't go to the
I
movies.
couldn't go to the movies with my son, so that kind of is a bit of
But
a
you're going
downer. But
today, so-
he accepted it really well.
He did.
So, and again, in a parenting level, I'm like, well, isn't that great that he accepted it so well? So-
And you know what? Nothing in the house has been destroyed
Yet.
yet. Still some time left.
Fun fact, Lucy has a replica of the Starship
Enterprise
in Lego that she's spent days building across.
It's huge. It's
Yeah.
ginormous.
And then she realised it's in the same room as the girls last night who decided they'd have piggyback races around the table of which the Lego is on. So my wife is like a ninja weaving in and out of children, piggybacking each other and screaming at the top of their lungs. She lifts up the Starship Enterprise and tries to usher it out into the kitchen without it falling into 1,000
Because I was like,
pieces
this
on the
is going to
floor.
be smashed by these girls any minute.
It was like an episode of the Starship Enterprise having to escape some sort
I know,
of giants.
the Klingons. All right.
So, what would you rate the school holidays out of?
Jess and Berwick has said, look, I'm giving myself a 9 out of 10. We've done a few little outings. She goes, I haven't had to pack any lunchboxes and the kids haven't fought, so this alone deserves a high score.
I will say some of the pros of the school holidays: no getting up to get kids to school. That's a
Yeah,
pro.
it's a pro.
Not worrying about school bags or school clothes or packing lunchboxes. That's a good way to look
Yep.
at school holidays.
But Mike in Craigieburn goes, well, 4 out of 10. He goes, the reality is I've been refereeing fights and stepping on Lego for a week.
Now, can I say Shiloh is very good.
Thank you. Perfect child.
And
Thank you.
originally has lived a large chunk of her life without siblings.
Yes.
My twins, however, were in the same womb together and they came out swinging. So, being twins, they do have altercations every now and then that I have to go and intervene with. So, there's a lot of that sort of stuff going on.
Yeah. And it's funny, though, because now my daughter will just watch as this happens in shock because she doesn't understand sibling fights.
Yeah.
But my daughter will very quickly take the side of Nina.
And it's very much...
Girls do very much stick together.
And it's also the classic, stop touching me, I'm not touching you, stop touching me, I'm not touching you sort of stuff. It's not deep. It's just normal sibling stuff.
Although last night they were like, come and watch us dance. He's like, I don't want to. They're like, you must watch us dance. And then they turned around and danced and he disappeared. And at the end of their dance, they turned around and he'd gone. And they were like, he's gone.
Come and witness us.
Oh, so cute. Okay, we've got Diana on the phone. Oh, sorry, Deanna. Hello, Deanna.
Hi, how are you?
Very good.
Deanna, rate your school holidays.
10%. 10.
10
out of 10.
Oh, what's the secret, Deanna? Tell us.
I'm a grandmother. And
Well, they're
I've
not your
been-
kids, so
No.
that's first of all a 10 out of 10.
But technically, we should acknowledge a lot of grandparents get the phone call. School holidays are around the corner and a lot of grandparents have to do the heavy lifting. Sounds like you do, Deanna.
Oh, I love it. And when I was working and I'm feeling your pain, ask for help and go and put them in holiday programs. That were the best years for my children, and they feel like talking about it today.
That's lovely.
Now, me as a grandmother, I love doing that. And what I do, simple things like I've got limited mobility. So what I've done is simple as walking in front of their house because I look after them, and we just go for a walk, and I'll get them to wear like as if they're explorers. So they all get dressed up with the binoculars and they're so into the nature, and they look for the birds, learn about what birds are there and what's their job, why are they here. We pick up leaves and we get the foil out and do the shape of the leaf. We just do activities all day. And if you're not sure, just look it up step by step, Google.
How many great memories is she creating as a grandmother? Well done. Jody, very quickly, from South Morang, Listener of the Year 2025. Good morning, Jody.
Good morning.
All right, score out of 10. Doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10. Doesn't have to be a 0 out of 10. It can be whatever.
It's a 10.
Oh, you get it a 10.
Oh,
All the
okay.
10
What
out of
is it,
10s.
Jody? Why a 10?
So I just want to say, school holiday programs are amazing. I ran them for years. I've done the hard yards with younger kids. Now my children are older. And for those that get worried that their kids are growing up and, it's sad, no, it's amazing. I have a 20-year-old son now, so he takes his sister out on the school holidays. He took his younger cousins out to the F1 motor thingy in the city. So I don't have to do anything. So it's a 10 out of 10.
Good job.
I also
You've done it. You've done it.
I also
Aged
love
out.
the very specific F1 motor thingy. I love
Oh, I
that.
love F1 motor thingies. Yeah.
Fantastic.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
I'd like to talk about something that happened yesterday that you don't even know happened.
I wasn't here yesterday.
No, it was at home.
Oh, was it at home?
In our life, in our married
I
life.
thought you meant on the show because I wasn't here. And
No.
I was getting regular updates on how great the show was going without me, though.
In fact, actually, it almost was kind of, I guess I was here because I was on the phone. I was somewhere on a phone and you were on the other end of the line. We're touching base all day because we had dramas aplenty.
I was giving you an update from the vets.
We had vet animals in hospital, family members in hospital, balancing children. I'm trying to run the show. It was a lot going on, and I spoke to you on the phone, and you said something to me that you never said ever.
Oops.
And it made me feel a certain way.
Did it start out, listen here?
Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner? Sometimes at night, I'm cooking dinner and Kel sits on the other side of the island bench and he starts banging the table going, where's my dinner? As a joke, because we both laugh our heads
I think to
off.
myself, what will guarantee me sleeping in the garage tonight? Maybe I'll give that a
Where's
crack.
my dinner? It wasn't that. No, you said something yesterday and it made me feel all the feels. In fact,
in a good way.
In fact, before I tell you what you said, this is, if I had to give you some sort of audio of how my brain felt, this is how I felt.
You are my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umby.
This is how I felt.
You're my sweetie.
Yeah, when we hung up.
Felt like a 3-year-old
No.
child? A toddler?
Stop!
Okay.
We're
What
on
does
the phone.
What does that mean to
we
you?
were on the phone and we were wrapping up the conversation and you said, all right, Muffin, I'll speak to you later.
Have I not called you Muffin before?
No, and you hung up and I felt that's how I felt. I just felt like this.
My honey bun sugar plum, pumpy here's muffin. My sweet.
To be fair.
And I felt so cute. I was like, he's never called
To
me
be
Muffin
fair.
before. That's the cutest nickname on the planet.
To be fair, I was eating a muffin at the time. And as I ate it, I said,
You
goodbye,
said, goodbye,
muffin.
Muffin. All right. Forget it all.
No.
Forget it all.
That's interesting. I didn't even catch myself calling you Muffin.
I know, you called me
I think I've called you Muffin
No,
before, no?
I would remember Muffin.
I call you Boo Bear,
You call me Baby Bear.
Babe, Babes, Boo Bear.
Baby Bear.
Yeah.
You
a lot
don't
of
call me
it's-
Boo Bear, I don't think. Do you?
I think I call you Boo Bear on text, and then a little emoji of a teddy bear sometimes.
But you called me Muffin, and it was the cutest thing on the planet.
That's
and I
good.
felt so cute. I hung up and I was like,
How do you feel about it now that we're saying it?
love it.
Okay, cool. I'll call you Muffin. from
And you
now on.
once you called me this, and it never stuck, and I loved it. I don't know why, but you called me Ducky once.
When did I call you?
It was like
Ducky.
about a couple of months ago, and you were like, okay, Ducky. And I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
I've never in my programming have I ever come across, in my lexicon of words, have I ever thought
Once.
about Ducky.
It was once and
There you
once
go.
only. That's why
Ducky came out.
It stuck. Casey, has Riley ever called you a beautiful nickname? Have you got one that he calls you?
I have always wanted him to call me just Babe, but he always calls me Moschina, which is poor thing in Maltese.
It's a journey. There's a journey there. I thought all your generation, like I call babes over here babe all the time.
Yeah, babe.
I thought babes was the go-to.
I think it is, just not with Riley.
I just want to reach out this morning and say to the Light family, what does your partner call you? What's their little term of endearment?
What do you call me?
Well, it depends on the mood I'm in.
It sounds like Ducky, but no.
I call you Babe.
Babe, you do. Dude.
I call
sometimes.
you Dude a lot. Call me like, hey, dude.
Dude is a lot of like, hey, dude.
And bro. I call you bro.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Dude.
I don't think guys don't have
My
one.
guy.
I don't think the ladies have one for guys, do they? Like, I don't want you going around calling me crumpet or something like that.
Oh.
maybe
Chook.
Maybe it only goes one way.
Big Bear. If I'm Baby Bear. you
Big Bear.
Daddy Bear. No, that's wrong.
Do you want the kids to be physically sick?
Yes. Beck says, morning, legends. Lucy, I'm like you. I call my fiance bro.
Bro.
She goes, I love it. She goes, it rolls off the tongue. Sounds well. It sounds cool.
It sounds cool, guys. Bro.
Bro.
Can you say
Broski. Brosuf.
say it romantically?
I love you, bro. That's wrong.
Casey got the ick. I saw getting
Yeah,
the
I
ick in
get
real
it.
time.
Bro, when you're just like, hey, bro, pass me the tongs.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, you're home late.
You do that, but you say dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I do. Beck and Packnam texted in saying he calls me Snugglebug.
Snuggle bug.
Gorgeous. Tash and Sunbury says he calls me Bubba and I call him Bear.
Well, you said bear.
Yeah, Baby Bear. You call me Baby Bear.
I do call you baby bear on the text occasionally.
Yep. Chris and Frankston says I call my partner Sunshine. It started as a joke because she's not a morning person, but it has stuck.
Good.
Morning, Sunshine.
Morning, sunshine.
Aaron in Knox has texted in saying, I call my wife Wifey. It's a bit cringe, but it has stuck.
I
See,
don't know.
that's
do
the
you
problem.
feel? How do you feel about wifey?
I love it. Wifey for lifey.
It's better than my bride.
Don't say that.
Yeah, there are a couple.
And also,
that say
don't be like, wife, where is mine dinner? Don't be like that.
that. Never say woman. Ever.
Michelle in Ballarat has said, I call my husband Honey Bun. That's cute.
Honey
too.
buns. Any sort of pastry's all right?
William in Laylaw says Honey Bunny.
Honey bunny.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got some phone calls to get to as well. Nicola and Plenty. Hello, Nicola. What do you call your hubby and what does he call you?
I mostly call him mate, actually. But he said,
I get
Listen,
mated.
mate. I do that when I'm mad.
We have in our relationship, Lucy and I, when I get mated, I know I'm in trouble.
Yeah, when I go, listen, mate, he knows that I'm not happy.
But matey
I do it lovingly.
Yeah.
Okay. I do it lovingly. But
Okay.
he calls me chicken, and when he calls me chicken, I call him rooster back.
Oh, that's cute.
Rooster.
Chicken and rooster.
Right.
Chicken and
He is a
rooster.
good-looking rooster.
He doesn't
And
call you hen? Oh, hey, Henny.
chicken.
Chicken, very cute.
All right.
Oh, I
Thank
like
you.
it. Nice. Vanessa in Hampton Park, you have got a name that you and your husband call each other.
So my husband and I call each other Spoopy.
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 How do you spell spoopy?
So he happened to call one of his mates Spoopy. I don't know where it came from. And I said, hey, you don't call your mate that. That's something you call me. But over the years, we've argued about how to spell it differently.
Okay, how do you spell it?
I spell it with an SCH at the start, and he spelled it just with an SH. So when we're writing cards for each other, we know who it's from.
Spoopy is SCHPOOPY.
You think that's the official
I think
spelling?
she's correct. I
All
think
right,
you're
well done,
right,
Vanessa. There you go.
You don't have to see. There's no, real
Exactly,
you gotta lean-
Vanessa.
I think you
know
gotta
what?
lean on the
Go home and
spoopy.
say, listen, mate.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say it, the end of another very successful podcast journey. Well journeyed, Luce.
Thank you very much.
Well journeyed, corporate Casey.
Oh, thank you. And you too, cool Kel.
Yeah, I'm not very well. I haven't really dressed for the occasion, but we're off to meetings, everybody. So Casey will fit right in. Lucy will also be presenting.
Got to do a goodbye speech, guys.
That's okay.
Not for
I'm
me.
going to cry the whole time.
Just keep it
I'm
short.
So sad.
Keep it
My
short.
goal is to make her cry because she's
She'll cry.
she's a bit of a rock, so I'm trying to make her cry.
Okay. So you're going to try and make her even more emotional than she actually is right now.
She stopped me the whole way yesterday. She walked past me. She goes, "This is a girl who we love, doesn't emote too much." She goes to me, "I'm going to miss you so much." And then she kept walking. I know, it gutted me. Me.
You know you can see each other outside of
Yeah,
work.
we will remain friends.
Okay. She's not passing away. She's just moving on. All right, and on that bombshell, it's time to wrap up the podcast. Enjoy what's left of your Thursday, if indeed you are listening to it on that particular day. And until we meet again, everybody...
I love you, SCHMOOPY.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.